Yeah.
Okay. How are we doing that again? Let's see. I want to be upside down. I want to be upside down. Let me be upside down.
I don't
Just
know how you did upside down. I
I
know
don't
how to do this.
I don't know how I did that either.
Oh no, I'm doing
Maybe.
forward now. Okay, so if you're like, okay, so you like walk sideways, then
Uh-huh.
jump, and then you can do something else right after you jump to do weird things.
You're doing a nose stand?
Yeah, my head, yeah, headstand.
That's how I flipped upside down too. I started with the nose stand and then I flipped. Look guys, it's a floating badger. Oh, that's funny. Okay, so just weep. I'm just walking on air. Hey, hey, hey. Oh, come on, come on, come on. Hang on. I'm walking on sunshine. Whoa. I'm walking on sunshine. Whoa. Oh, I'm sorry, I had to do that.
That's okay. Don't it feel good?
It does. It feels real nice. Cause sunshine, floaty bear. Oh, wouldn't it be great if you could just keep climbing upward?
Yeah, it would.
That would be amazing. Okay,
I can do forwards and backwards, but I don't know how you did upside down. That was
I
amazing.
don't. I don't know how I did upside down, and I kind of regret that I wasn't recording because that would have been really funny.
That's okay. I witnessed it. I can attest that it happened.
Yeah, like it's proof, guys. He saw it. It's real. It happened. Okay. Oh yeah, we should probably start the episode, huh? Woohoo.
Sounds good.
Yeah. Hello everyone, it's BO7 here, and welcome to another episode of Meadow with Friends. I am here with my friend Tiegon today, and we are gonna have fun wandering around Meadow. This is actually your first time playing it, right?
Yep. Hello, everyone.
Let's see,
Getting
hello.
introduced to the game, learning the basics.
Learning the basics, like how to. Actually, he's the one who figured out how to do the backward walk.
Yeah, I've always been good at finding strange bugs in games.
It's a really good one. That's really fun. Okay, so let's go ahead. Let's start searching for all those rune stones. Get you some puzzle pieces, and we were actually. I did have a few questions for you because you, out of all my like YouTuber friends and stuff like
Mhm.
that, you're the only person that I personally know of where it's your actual like your main living, your main source of income, full time.
Yeah.
So what made you want to do it full time?
Well, mostly that's a bit of a lengthy answer there, but well,
Feel
mostly
free.
it was because I didn't really like myself as a person a lot, to be honest. I needed to learn how
Aw.
to express myself, and I was always a very, very silent kid in school. I wouldn't like talk much because I guess whenever I did, it would like make me more of a target for bullying and things like that, I guess.
Oh, okay.
And so I just learned to be silent. It was like it was always safer for me to just be the quiet one. But I learned that that wasn't like, oh, I just got some essence. All right, cool.
Yeah, the plants and the flowers give you essence, and if you collect them all, you get little achievements.
I see that.
Mm-hmm. And they also show up in your den when you sign into the game.
I guess there was multiple reasons for me being kind of like I remember when I was in school, my teacher, when teaching us about the meaning of the word stoic, she just pointed to me and said, Tiegon is an example of a stoic. Just, I don't, it's like, and I was like, I'm not sure if I should be flattered or offended at this, but I actually kind of didn't, I realized that that maybe wasn't, I don't think it's a good thing to be a stoic in life and not being, like, if you're not able to express yourself, it ultimately, like, kind of makes you stagnant inside, or at least that's how it was for me.
Oh, yeah, see, I can understand that. Cuz I'm kind of the same or I was the same way. I'm not quite sure how much better I am now, but for a while, I haven't really talked too much about this, but I felt nothing inside. Like I would laugh at a joke, it would be reflexive, but on the inside nothing moved. So I kind
Yeah.
of get what you're talking about. Sometimes you go too stoic or you go too just empty.
Yep,
So
definitely that's the feeling.
yeah, that's really what it is. You kind of stop caring about everything. You just don't react. It's like, why bother?
Yeah, a lot of the things that kids said to me, I let I kind of agreed. It's like it's one thing to get bullied, but it's another thing to kind of like agree with your bullies and say like, well, actually, maybe I am not that great of a person or this or that. I thought like all the bad
Yeah.
things that happened to me, like maybe the only reason bad things are happening to me is because this is what I deserve, kind of thing. And that's an absolutely terrible like perspective on life.
Yeah, it's definitely it's really sad to hear when people had to deal with that cuz I mean, personally, I haven't my family was on the road a lot, so I never really got to interact with people much most of my childhood. Like when I turned 8, friends were gone, basically. No,
Yeah.
um, so I can't quite relate to that because I've never. I mean, I was homeschooled, so I haven't interacted with other kids. But it's so shocking and disappointing to hear about how cruel people can be, and what's so angering. I mean, kids can be cruel anyway, but the fact that most of the time it's parents too. You know,
Mhm.
not. It's just sad all around, and you just wish. That's sad, man. I'm so sorry you had to deal with that.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah.
But
So,
YouTube has helped me become a better, more expressive person, and I like myself now, and I like my name and everything. Because yeah, I didn't like my name because my Tiegon is my actual name. It's not just my YouTube name.
oh really, dude? That's such a cool name, though.
Yeah, thanks.
See, okay. Oh, sorry. Okay, real quick. Sorry for the viewers if you're hearing lawn work. They've been doing this for hours, and I thought they were done with this side like an hour ago, and then they came back to haunt me. Rude. Anyway.
At least I'm not hearing it. I'm not hearing it on my end.
Yeah, honestly, half the time when I hear it, it's just really loud for me, but not for the videos. It just, oh my goodness,
So what do I
calm
need this
down.
doing?
Yeah, where'd you go?
I'm next to the stone that is making noise, and it looks like it's got like an
Ah,
animal. But can I like?
okay.
Can I do?
So, with these big ones, you see the diamonds on there?
Mhm.
We need 4 people, and one of those people, from the looks of it, has to be either a baby badger or no, I don't think that's a hedgehog, but they have to be like a baby badger or a mama badger, I think, mama badger. So we need 2 other people, and one of them would have to be a mama badger for us to get this stone.
Apparently, I just got the climbing achievement for trying to jump on this.
Oh, really?
So good at climbing.
Oh
Wow,
my
you're
gosh.
even better at it.
Wait, no, wait. No, that's the
Wait,
furthest I've ever
you
gotten
make
up
it
one of
all
these
the way
things.
up.
Come
This is
on.
straight flat. Maybe if I come at it sideways, I can do it. You.
Ugh. Yeah, no, that's not gonna happen. But so, YouTube has been a really good way for you to express yourself, and that's what got you. What made you first interested in trying a video? Like, why did you
There
try it?
was, and also I just really love video games, and that's a way to share what I love as well. So it's two reasons really. But there was another YouTuber who inspired me named Deceased, and he basically showed me how, like, basically anyone can do it. He talked about the recording software he used, which was Cam Studio back then, because open
Oh,
broadcasting software wasn't a thing.
yeah, I've
And
heard of that.
yeah, it was a lot more difficult to use and took up way more space when I recorded, but it got the job done.
That's pretty cool. See, for me, it's it's kind of similar actually. YouTube's a very good outlet for me because I have a hard time talking with people normally. I
Hmm.
mean, it might not seem like it. I've gotten a lot better.
Yeah, you've always
Especially,
seemed very expressive around me, at least, so I appreciate that.
yeah. It's there are certain people where it's just easy around, and YouTube has helped a lot, especially in doing collabs like this, where it's kind of like it's my forte. But if you watch for example, if I do a collab with someone for the first time, if you watch those early Minecraft videos, I'm a lot
Mhm.
quieter. It's not because I don't enjoy their company, but it's because I just don't know what to say.
Yeah, I'm more like that around new people as well. Like, especially like if I'm in a large group of people and they're already like talking about something and they're on a topic of conversation, I have trouble like interjecting, as it were, or sometimes I don't feel like maybe I should because I don't want to like mess up the dynamic of what they've got going on already, kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly. See, that's where I have some trouble too. That's where it's kind of nice the way that I think we got introduced because from the get go, it's like okay, don't starve. That's the main thing of this hangout right here.
Yeah, it worked out quite nice.
Yeah.
It's very calm and relaxing.
Mm-hmm. So okay. At what point did you just start this YouTube as like a casual thing, or did you from the get go think this is what I want to do?
The first 2 years, I did not take it seriously, but it blew up, which was kind of surprising to me. And I even like took a year, or about like nearly a year, over half a year, like off of YouTube, and then came back to it. And when I came back to it, there was like such a big response that when I came back to it, I came back to it doing it as a full career after that.
Oh, that's so cool. That's actually really awesome. It's so funny hearing about that because actually a lot of the people that I've talked to about like taking hiatus and stuff have actually gone on a similar like hiatus because I know Jay took 2 months. I'm not sure about Lynx. I think Lynx has taken time off as well. I took like half a year as well.
Yeah,
To
it's good to do that.
yeah,
Although it can also be really hard. Yeah.
it can be, especially since I didn't properly prepare that whole time. It was necessary though. I plan on doing a video about all of that, all them their feel wheels and all that stuff. But so you decided to do this full time because when you came back, there was this big response, and you just kind of was it just kind of a this is what I'm supposed to do moment?
Well, it gave me so there was so much positive feedback. It made me feel good about myself and the games I was sharing. Like I was playing these really old DOS games that a lot of people hadn't heard of, and like they wanted, to know where I got them and like how to play them properly and things like that. And it just made me feel useful and helpful, and I don't know, it kind of gave me a renewed sense of purpose in life, so I liked it.
Aw, okay, that's so cool. It's so interesting how doing videos and stuff can really change a person for the
Hmm.
better or for the worse, but we're focusing on the better.
Absolutely.
So, since this is your full time thing, yesterday you mentioned was your off day. What's your schedule like?
I stream every day at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, although, well, sometimes it's subject to change. Like I had my sleep schedule off and I wasn't up at 7, so I started streaming at other times. But for the most part, every day at 7, and I'm back to normal. So, except for Mondays, I don't do Mondays because I'm gar because I hate Mondays. No, because I I don't do Mondays because I found that was the day I was getting the least number of views because a lot of normal human beings are working on Monday.
Oh, okay. So there's actually a logical reason for your off day. For me, I was just like, I don't know, Tuesday sounds good. Boop, not doing videos today.
Yeah, and that works too. Doing what's personally best for you is a great idea. Uh, but they tell you to think about your audience, simulate in your head what your audience is doing, and yeah, basically, I guess the ideal schedule for a YouTuber, in my opinion, is basically the opposite of what a normal human being is doing, because whenever a normal person is relaxing and watching YouTube, that's when you want to be working, kind of thing.
See the puzzle piece? Yeah, I get what you mean. Ugh, that can be really frustrating to figure out too, especially if you're in the process, like you're slowly growing, and because it's definitely. I hadn't really thought of it that way though. Trying to figure out a good schedule. It's something I've recently started looking at because I used to upload my videos every day at
Oh, I like
9
these
a.m.
cattails.
Huh?
Oh, I like these cattails. Sorry to interrupt.
Oh, you're fine.
No.
They look pretty. Is there something up there? Can we get up there? Curious. Let's see, is that a mushroom? Perhaps it is. Oh, we should go in caves. The caves can be really, really pretty in this world. There's actually a favorite one, and to anybody who has followed this Meadow series, yes, every single new guest will see this cave. Every single one. I don't care if it happens in every episode, it's gonna happen. Anyway.
Sounds good to me.
It's a gorgeous, gorgeous cave. We don't have to go there just yet. We got a bit of time. You know, we got some chit-chatting time. So you adjusted your schedule for when it was most popular. That's something, well, right? For when people are most likely to be relaxing and all that stuff.
Yep.
Okay, that's kind of similar to what I was trying to do with my uploads. I'm trying to find a better time because I used to upload them every day at 9:30 a.m. because I wanted it out early in the day. But I started toying with and now they've been going out later because I've been barely managing to edit and get them out in time thanks to, I love that Minecraft series, but goodness gracious,
The edge of the
editing.
world?
This
Whoa.
is the edge of the world. You can't fall off, by the way.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah, so be careful. Because I think you'll spawn like straight here, or you might spawn back at the tree, which is quite a ways, so. Because Lynx had a lot of fun diving off that when she was on this with me. It's like Lynx, stop.
That sounds like her.
Yeah. But I recently started uploading my videos a little later. Even later because, again, I've been trying to struggle with struggling with editing, but... there's a
constant struggle for everyone.
Yeah, mostly because the videos are so long. Normally when I stick to my 15-minute videos, there are a bunch of reasons why I started doing 15-minute videos, but anyway, it's not as stressful, but where was I? I was talking about, I started uploading them like around 12:30 to see if maybe that would be a better time, and I was thinking maybe moving it to like 4 p.m. or 3 p.m. when like school-wise kids would be getting back from school, maybe taking a little break before doing homework, stuff like that.
That makes sense. That's very logical.
Mm-hmm. Aw. Looks like we can't get this one.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll come back with more people next time.
Ooh, that's a good idea. A Meadow with friends with tons of people. See, that one wouldn't really be super podcasty. That one would just be like, okay, let's do this.
Yep, a great big horde, great big
horde of people. If you got all the Minecraft people in here, it's just like, okay, let's tear things up. I wonder how many of them actually. I know Lynx plays, and I know Spear plays because Spear played with me a lot. Okay, my brain flopped. I had another question for you, and I forgot what it was.
Running back and forth, or I like strafing back and forth when I run because it makes his head go side to side like he's grooving the music or something.
Oh wow, it does. Huh. That's so funny. Okay. I had some other questions. Oh, what planning does it take to kind of like get your stream stuff? How much planning and organizing do you like do for a stream or a video, new games?
Yeah, I try to make my schedule on Mondays during my day off if I'm disciplined, but otherwise I just kind of do it as I go. Like I make well, the thing is, if you schedule your streams ahead of time, then I can kind of announce them and have people like show up. But sometimes it can be hard to know exactly what I want to play for the rest of the week ahead of time. So sometimes I do like to save things for the spur of the moment so I can feel more inspired as well. But I guess, it can be a little complicated sometimes being disciplined and organized, and it does tend to go better it does tend to go better when I make all my events ahead of time.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. It's something that I have been trying to be more consistent with, and I was for a while. I'm slowly getting back on that. I actually looked at my YouTube schedule today to see what I planned out.
It's unlocking. Oh, I unlocked a new emote. Okay.
You did? What was it? Where are you?
It was, this one.
Aww, that's cute. That's so cute. I can't wait for you to get a new badger skin. Oh, they're so cool. Let's see. I'm still running. But the schedule thing. I really understand that because for the longest time, that's what I did too, is whatever I play. I do a lot better personally with structure most of the time, but there are times where you just kind of want to play what you want to play. This is new. What is this? This is new. I haven't been here.
Like, oh, the terrain type or this like bugle?
This is all new. This is. I wonder if this is
That's
the
cool.
new. This might be the new area that they added in recently that I haven't seen. Oh my
Oh,
gosh!
nice.
This is awesome. Oh, I just so you know you could collect lily pad. This is new. This is new. I'm excited. It's so cool. I don't think you can hear my bear cub, but they're making noise. Okay, sorry.
Yeah, I'm hearing you. Yep.
Oh, I got really excited about that. Oh, I thought that was a bit of land. Nope. But,
Sadly, no. Yeah, I tried that early. The logs work though.
oh yeah, huh? I think there's another lily pad underneath this rock. You could probably go around to it though. But I try to plan my schedule ahead of time too. The thing is, oh hey, there's a runestone. But I have another job on top of this, and I've been focusing a lot on YouTube lately, even though it feels more chaotic to me. But sometimes you just don't want to play the games you have scheduled, and you're just like, I don't feel like it. So I end up doing something completely different, and then it's kind of like, well,
Definitely know that feeling.
yeah. Oh yeah, the gold pieces, by the way, they unlock new animals for you to play as, and then the blue pieces unlock skins for your current animal, and the pink pieces unlock oh hey, there's a ball over here. But they unlock emotes.
Oh, fun.
Yeah. Look. Boop.
Yeah, one of the most difficult things about the job is staying inspired and getting a good work-life balance.
Yeah, it's definitely been really difficult for that. I would say that's probably the hardest area for me. And right now it's getting, I feel like I'm really close to it. Since I've been doing that Minecraft series and doing more collabs, because I wanted to do more collabs anyway. Because it's just roll back out to the water.
Fun.
But it's definitely one of the harder areas with this kind of job, because I don't know if you're kind of like me, where how to describe it? You feel as if you don't work hard, you're not, like, if your entire day, if you feel like even if you get a lot done, but you feel like if you tend to make a bunch of huge to-do lists like I do, and you can't get it all done, and then you start feeling real like you're not doing enough and stuff like that, it can be really frustrating, because with a job like this, there is a lot more behind the scenes that you have to do. And then it's hard to describe, because I feel like I've gotten better in that area too, but that was one of my personal things that I had to work on, and still kind of have to. It's gotten a lot better, but definitely. Yeah.
I can understand that feeling. Like, there are days when I've been lazy, and it's hard for me to relax and be lazy without, like, feeling bad about it. That's for
Exactly. That's exactly what it is. I feel as if, because yesterday when I was playing Minecraft with y'all, sometimes the only reason why I'm able to let myself play is if I put it in the to-do list, like, let yourself relax, and then I can. Which is kind of sad. And
well, at least you're organized enough to make a to-do list. There's another lily over here. In fact, two.
oh yeah, okay, let's get those, and then we can explore this cave. This is so cool. Oh my gosh. I'm getting some nice pictures.
Yeah, it is really pretty.
It's a really pretty area. I still haven't been here. It's so nice. So nice. But it's definitely, I would say, trying to organize a schedule and find time for it, because it can be very frustrating trying to figure that stuff out, I guess. Keeping to it is difficult. Keeping to it is one of the hardest parts. For me, anyway. Like,
yeah, I probably should do to-do lists, really, because there are, like, certain more essential things that I tend to forget, and then I remember it's like, oh crap, I really need to do, like, this thing, or do an eye appointment, or this or that.
Yeah, it's something that, if it's done well, it can be really beneficial. And I think that's one of the hardest things when you're trying to set up a system like that, because I actually have a lot of systems that when I stick to them, they work very well for me, but the trouble is sticking to them.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah. Okay, So back to you and your streaming.
Hmm.
When did you decide to start streaming more than doing typical videos?
It wasn't very long after YouTube released the capability of streaming, because, yeah, there was a long time where, like, only Twitch was only the only platform for streaming, but, like, then later they released it as a feature, and, yeah, I started streaming then, basically.
Oh, okay. See, how would you say, how difficult would you say is streaming? Like, how exhausting can it be? What are the challenges and the pros of it?
I guess sometimes, well, that's a good question. Like, until I got, at first, it was I needed to get moderators, because occasionally, especially, I feel like YouTube has gotten a lot better as far as trolling is concerned, but it used to be, like, a much worse issue, and so I had, like, trolls come in, especially, like, when they work as a team. They kind of raid you and try to, like,
Yeah.
take over through mob mentality and all that stuff. So just getting good moderators was like one of the first and most important things for me. But once I got that, my job became a lot more like recording normal videos after that, because it's really difficult to moderate the YouTube and stream at the same time. And I got a new
Yeah.
skin,
Oh.
so I just put it on. It doesn't look that different actually, but it said yes.
Yeah.
Just looks like a slightly lighter shade of brown. Yes, I'm slightly lighter
Yeah.
than I used to be.
Sometimes they don't change too much, but they can
And I
look...
guess my stripes are more prominent. It looks nice, I guess.
Did I just get a new one? Oh, I got a new one. They get more, they vary a lot more further down the line. I think with the Badger, you kind of just get slight changes at first, and then the next skin should be more unique. Here's my new one.
Oh, neat. You're a black bear.
Yeah, how cute. Okay, wait. Hang on, I'm gonna do a picture. Okay, do this way. Woo! How cute. See, this is one of the reasons why I do like Meadow. It's just very scenic. It's a very pretty game.
Yeah, and very relaxing.
Yeah, the characters are just real pretty, and honestly the music is very good too. Part of the reason why I don't have it is because it could get startlingly, that's a word probably, it could get very loud out of nowhere. Oh, want to see something fun?
Did we go big jump?
Woo!
Fun. It even makes a big impact too.
Yeah,
Big
it
ol-
does. Oh,
I
it
like
takes
that.
a bit for you to get swimming again.
Oh, I've got a new voice. That's why I sound different.
Yeah, I knew
That's a bit more squeaky. I like my new voice.
It's cute. The squeaky squeak. Squeaky squeak, squeaky squeak. I don't know if the bear cub has many different voices. I don't know. I can't even hear me when I make noises. It's just all like I'm yawning. Just I'm a tired bear cub. Flower. Whoop. This place is so pretty. I really hope this is the new area. I remember my friend Aang and I were searching for this for eons when it first came out, when the new area first came out, and we just couldn't find it. She was able to find it without me.
Wow.
But this is nice. This is nice. We just casually. What a good day. What a good day.
So to finish up on that last
Yeah.
question, there's a little bit more of an answer I have. Just that when you're moderating a stream and there are trolls, like I would have to click on, like they'll fill up your chat with like the worst kind of nonsense you can imagine. But so
Eey.
I'll have to like, and then that gets saved in the chat replay or whatever. So like I would want to censor it by like, I would click on it and, you know, like block users or mute chat, because I also want the good people in my chat to have a nice experience. But when the trolls see you stopping the stream to moderate the chat, that gives them the sense of satisfaction that they want, because that's all they want is to get to you. And having a moderator that just takes care of that stuff for you, you can just completely ignore them, and then trolls can't touch you anymore, basically.
See, That is something I've considered because I've heard people talking about. I don't get too many comments. My comment section is typically I've only gotten one or two, like, really rude comments, and the rudest comments I kind of get are slight passive aggressive ones, like, "Oh, you should have done this in this episode," and then I'm like,
Yeah,
"Oh, well,
there's always going to be the second guessing.
yeah," but I've only gotten a few like really bad ones, and I've heard other people talking about like, "Oh, this fandom's crazy. Oh man, this one like they would nonstop bug me about this." So I can't even imagine what it's like to deal with that kind of stuff because I just haven't. You know, it's one of those things
Oh, I
where
unlocked the frog. Oh, I like it.
you like the frog.
I
Oh,
like
that's so
froggies.
cool.
Can
Frogs
I
are
switch
really
to the
cute.
frog?
Huh?
No, I can't switch to the frog right now. Okay, I'll be a frog
Um,
later.
Yeah, well, we could probably pit stop by the tree in a little bit if you wanted to, and then you could switch there. Because I think if you switch to a new animal, it'll teleport you back to the tree. Like wherever that animal was last is where they'll be when you get on them again. There are like 3, 4 runestones. Heck, that's a
Now I'm
lot.
thinking of a really old cartoon called Flip the Frog. It was yeah, though I had these old VHS tapes of cartoons of like was it Felix the cat and then the lesser known Tubby the tuba and Flip the Frog were along with them.
Flip the frog.
Yeah.
I think I've heard of Felix the cat. I haven't heard of Tubby the two. Actually, have I? I don't know. I'm not too sure if I have or not.
They're
That's
not quite as good as Felix the cat, but they're like the same old-timey style and they're kind of endearing in that sense.
Aww. I hope we run across what? It would be cool to see them one day.
I'm sure they're out there on the internet if you want to look them up.
Probably, yeah. I'm gonna have to. Oh, speaking of frogs, have you ever played the Frogger PS2 game?
No, I have not.
It's certainly bizarre. I have very faint memories of it because I don't think I personally played it. I might have played some of the levels, but I just watched my brothers play it. And it was just, I don't think I even. I forgot that it was based on the actual game, Frogger. But it's
Yeah.
just so weird because there was nothing. From what I remember, there wasn't much relating to it. It's just this bizarre memory of this 3D-ish looking frog hopping around and killing random bugs and stuff. It was interesting, to say the
I think
least.
there might have been a remake for PlayStation 1 as well that, like, if I recall correctly, I might have rented it once. And I remember it was kind of out there. It had a little bit, I've got a wavy.
See?
wavy grit.
More different!
Yep.
Oh, that's so cool. See, I saw some. Ooh, more mushrooms. I saw an emote over this way. Let's see. But yeah, so I was kind of curious because, like, wait. I'm not the only one who remembers that game. I think actually I remember talking about it. I think Lynx knows it too. I'm pretty sure it was one of them. One of the Minecraftian peeps who recognizes, like, oh yeah, I remember that. It made me feel so validated, like, oh my gosh, you do? I'm not crazy?
Yeah, there's certainly those moments where there's something really obscure that, like, you just latch on to somebody who knows about it just because, yeah, it just makes you happy that you're not, like, the only one.
Yes, that's exactly what it is. It's like, I'm not alone. I'm not alone. It's partly why it made me so happy when Jay recognized both that this is the song that never ends and the
Yeah, Slam Chop, yeah.
yes, I know, song that gets on everybody's nerves. It was really nice because it feels like it's something that I just assumed everybody knew, but when I started singing it to people, a lot of people were like, wait, what? And I was like, excuse me? Excuse me? What do you mean, wait, what? This is magic right here, what I'm singing. What? So it was really validated. It was like, oh, thank you, Jay. Thank you.
I also had a strangely similar experience with, like, Monty Python, because my parents let me watch that when I was, like, really, really young. And so, like, I remember being in kindergarten and talking to other kids about, like, Monty Python, and of course they had no idea what I was talking about. It's really
man.
early to be talking about that.
That must be so. What an interesting thing to hear like a 4 or 5 year old talk about.
Yeah.
So, and then he said, wafer thin. It's just like, what? Sorry, that's the one I'm most familiar with because my family quoted that one all the time. I don't know
That
why.
makes sense.
Mm-hmm. This is such a pretty area, though. Ah, how lovely. Oh, another runestone. Oh, back this way. Let's see. What a nice area, though. So, for your streams, I think I might have asked you this already, but what are some of your favorite kind of games to stream?
Anything that's like weird or interesting is a lot of fun, or obscure. I like things. I like bringing something to the world that not a lot of other people have done. Kind
Ah, I get you. So, more just the really random kind of games. Kind of like, I'm trying to think if I've done anything. Maybe like, yeah, no, I can't think of a game I've done that was probably similar to that.
in
But,
fact,
yeah.
well, go ahead. Yeah, I just well, I have trouble doing anything that's like remotely mainstream. Where if I see like a big YouTuber doing a game, I have trouble bringing myself to play it, which I feel like that's one of my weaknesses and my strengths at the same time.
Yeah, because a lot of the reason why some games get popular is, because they're super enjoyable. And I understand
Exactly,
from
and I'm kind of
a.
missing out on that.
Did I just. Oh, I unlocked a new action. What's this? I was like, I've already unlocked all the animals. Why am I getting
Oh, I
that
got a
screen?
third voice.
I like that one. What's this? I'm dancing!
Oh, that's cool.
Dude, look. Did, did, did it, did.
Is
That's
that like a
what.
new action?
Yeah. Oh,
Okay,
that's
so
so
yeah, I can't
funny.
do that. That's cool.
That's so funny. I'm just tapping, tap, tap, tap,
I feel
do
like
the
this
boogie
new
dance.
voice is so high pitched it's almost piercing. Like that one in particular. I like voice number
Ah,
two.
since I have my
Sweet.
Meadow volume set really low, it's actually like I like that one a lot. It's real cute. Let's see.
Oh yeah, I might have to turn my volume down ever so slightly.
Yeah, you probably should. Meadow can get very loud. Like the music isn't really obvious on my video because it's just that stuff gets heckin' loud, my dude. Very loud. So, out of the games that you've brought to light or that you kind of try to shine a light on and get people to look into, what are some of your favorites?
Well, one of the ones I'm more famous for is Master of Magic. But I'm not sure if I would say that's my favorite. Definitely, it holds a very dear place in my heart.
Mm-hmm.
I that's a really good question.
Take your time, man. We can talk about favorite series and stuff. This is one of those topics where each series and game has a special place in your heart. It's got a place there. It's just kind of like where does it fit and why is really my question. And what games do you tend to gravitate to? Maybe that would be easier. Like,
Well, when I was younger, I tended to gravitate towards more action games because, well, that's just was I was more of an impetuous kind of kid. But like, I guess maybe Ultima 8 maybe had a big impact on me just because it was 3D and it was more action based than the other Ultima games, and I thought the character looked really cool, which is a silly reason for liking a game, but it was one of the bigger reasons. And yeah, it just like it was cool to be able to, well, just like this game, it's cool to explore in a 3D environment and have it be like an action game. And although the game had a lot of rough edges and the game was kind of bleaker, as I've told you before,
yes.
it still, I don't know, like it fit the narrative of like in the game, like everybody's miserable, but that's exactly why like it gives you more of an imperative to help everyone, I guess.
That's true. There are certainly games where I've wanted to. That's partly. I mean, that's a good point. Because there are definitely games where the characters make you really feel and you just want to give them a hug and you're like, stop with the
Yeah.
tears, be happy, I'm here.
Mhm. Yeah, there's a
So
lot of that in Ultima 8, that's for sure.
it's like, just smile, just be happy. See, oh, where'd you go?
I'm over, well, I'm over on this little cliff area. I'm having trouble
Oh,
getting
I see
back.
ya.
I, you see me, but I don't see you. Oh, there you are.
Yes, I was behind you. But that's interesting. See, I don't know. Personally, I always tend to gravitate towards, I don't know why. I think I actually know. I think I've figured out why I tend to gravitate towards survival games a lot, or strategy games, things like Minecraft, where it really is a survival game, but also a building game. And because I really like the challenge of what you can basically creating something from nothing, I think is probably why. And because, did you get a new emote?
Yeah, I just got a new emote. Yep.
This was my last new one. Like, what? What is that new emote? What? Oh, this game is so cute.
Oh, that's
But,
weird. If I walk backwards and then jump, I kind of jump sideways.
Oh,
Have
really?
you tried that? Yeah.
Oh
It's
my
like you
gosh!
do a roll. Do a barrel roll.
This is actually, that's really cute though, because it's just like, you hop so high too. What the heck?
Yeah.
That was actually something my friend and I were talking about last time we played. Just like, why do all of the characters hop like 20 feet in the air?
I realized some of the other reasons why I liked Ultima 8 as well were, like, you could climb around and, like, it was kind of realistic how your character moved, the motions. And you could
Oh.
also, like, the physics of the game were kind of fun too. You could, like, manipulate a lot of objects, like day-to-day household objects, like, I don't know, like plates and things like that, or marbles. I remember, like, you could get, there was these marbles in the game, and you could just, like, play with the marbles and they'd bounce around very realistically, at least for the time. And so there's just a lot of minutia and exploring and things like that, and silly things you could do in the game that, like, allowed me to get more fun out of it than what the developer of the game intended.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I can see where you're coming from. It's always nice. Actually, something similar. In the game Yonder, something that surprised me was how involved the trades are. Like, you really have to think. You have to pick what items to equal the value of the item you're getting. You really have to think about it. And it surprised me how involved it was, but it made it so much more enjoyable because, hey, I have to actually like really look at what I carry. I have to really decide what I want to give up. I have to be more involved in the gameplay. So stuff like that's really helpful for games because it adds so much character, I think. It adds so much character to the gameplay. So even if the
Yeah.
story isn't great, for example, if the gameplay is really good, it's something that I would play again, you know?
Absolutely. And, well, the most fun I've had with any game is the fun that I find on my own, rather than, like, what the game expects me to do. If I find something silly and crazy, that's, like, the best thing ever.
Yeah, exactly. It's kind of like, okay, I'm trying to think of, it's, I don't know, maybe it's like how I feel when I blew up creepers.
Yeah, probably.
Like when they blew up by blowing themselves up. That was probably the most satisfying thing.
Yeah, learning how to chain react them. Yeah, definitely.
Yes, learning the little ins and outs of everything. Climbing all the random little areas too, and just being like, wait, am I supposed to do this? You know what? We're gonna do it anyway. That was actually a bad habit for me with Yonder though, because I kept exploring everything instead of actually focusing on quests. So I was seeing all these areas that I technically wasn't supposed to see yet, but I just
Yeah,
kept
that's
wandering.
Cool. Yeah, like that. I find that more satisfying than like defeating the end boss of a game. Although that's satisfying too, in its
That
own right.
Yeah, that is satisfying. I don't have a lot of games where there is an end boss that I've played actually. I think the closest would be like games that I've played personally, like Blue Dragon, Jack and Daxter, the Sly Cooper games, and all that kind of stuff. Whoop. Ouch. Oh, actually, that brings me to another question. This isn't exactly related to streaming and everything, but curiosity. Have you ever played Adventure Quest?
Yes, a long time ago. It's been quite some time.
Oh my gosh, that game.
Yeah, it used to
Um,
be the thing that I would play whenever I got to go to the, what was it, library in high school, and they let us use the.
yes. Oh, we used to have to do that too. Man, the walk to the library too. I think it was like an hour, but it was where we would have to go. I think to use the interwebs. Um, at least to use better internet. I think.
That makes
Um,
sense.
yeah, because our internet was, whew, it was very very bad, very shoddy. Goodness,
Yeah,
how are they?
me too, in the early days. Because I grew up on a farm, so like, it just,
Ooh.
the internet was very undefendable.
The internet was probably, it was just like this literal, just this choo choo train, like choo 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 choo. 2 hours later, you
Like,
got a web
using
page.
a modem, like the old.
Oh yeah! Oh my goodness. I can't. Well, actually, I probably can. It's kind of fuzzy because I didn't deal with the computer stuff too much. Aw, looks like we can't get that one. But it's definitely, yeah. There was a long time where we didn't really use the internet a lot. I remember that we would maybe get like an hour here and there, which is partly why I'm so fond of Plants vs Zombies, because we would play that a lot.
That makes
Uh,
sense.
yeah, because we only had, I think, like one or two laptops, and we would all take turns playing that one. But what the? Oh, Adventure Quest. I used to play that a long time ago, and I would play it all the time. My brother was really, really into it. I think he was actually, I can't remember if he was an alpha or beta tester for Adventure Quest Worlds, but he
Oh, that's pretty
was,
cool.
yeah, he was really, really involved in it. He knew all the details. He played. It's very interesting with this brother because he gets that way with everything. He knows all the details to all the things that he gets into. It's like, okay,
Sounds
okay
pretty
then.
cool. Yeah.
Yeah, but I was just kind of curious because we were talking about all these old games kind of thing. Well, it's not that old, is it? Is it?
Kinda. Yeah, pretty old. I
It
mean,
is
it
kind of
was
old, huh?
around since I was in high school. So, like what, somewhere around 2000, I guess.
Oh yeah. Oh, that is an old game. Okay. But it's just kind of, I was just curious because I haven't asked a lot of people about it, but it was such a big game. I imagine a lot of people have played it. Or
Yeah, I spent a fair amount of time on that one.
yeah, it's a fun one. There are a lot of, I remember when you'd go to the potion room and you'd mix these random potions, get random results. I think I exploded my character once. Oh, it was funny. Okay.
Yeah, there's a lot
So
I forget now, but
yeah.
it's sounding very familiar. And yeah, my like just like you, my brother was into the game just a bit more than I was. He introduced me to.
Yeah, that's exactly how it was with me. My brother introduced us girls to it. He was like, "Okay, now look at this and play it." And it was like, "Okay, sure thing, bro." It was really fun. Okay, okay, maybe flower. Thank you. Goodness gracious. Just wanted a flower. That's all I wanted. But okay. So back to the streaming thing. Did you already talk about your like, because we kind of talked about some of the cons being how you would really have to moderate the comments. Are there any
Mhm.
other cons or pros that you can think of?
Well, the pros are that like people really enjoy being able to directly talk to you, interact with you, and so that can potentially generate more people watching or a more loyal fan base, perhaps because they get to know you better on a personal level, and they feel it just makes them feel closer to you, I guess.
Yeah, that's definitely something where, because that's partly why I considered streaming, because I want to be able to interact with my fan base more. I try to respond to the comments, but usually sometimes I'm just too tired. So if I could set aside time for stream, it sounds like it would be, it definitely is a good way to interact with your fan base.
Absolutely. And I guess that brings me to a con, and that, I mean, any YouTuber has to face this, but any YouTuber needs to learn to set boundaries with their fans.
Yes.
Like I'm not going to instantly become everyone's best friend, and you can't expect to just like message me out of nowhere and say, "Hey, Tiegon, play this game with me right now." It's like Yeah, I have my own life up naturally.
Yes, exactly. That's another thing I hear people talk about a lot too. And that's another thing I haven't really experienced too much, probably because I'm a smaller YouTuber, but I'd hear about it all the
Hmm.
time. I don't know if you've heard of Siri Pixel Biologist.
No, can't say I have.
Well, she's in the kind of games that I play, she's one of the biggest YouTubers, and it was something that she struggled with a lot.
That makes sense.
And for me, that was part of the reasons why. Because I remember thinking early on that there were a couple things that I very determinedly, to avoid that, intend to make very clear on my channel, especially when I
Hmm.
do this big video talking about the. I guess it was depression. I don't know. I really don't like claiming those kind of things because I'm not a therapist. I'm not a doctor. I have no idea for sure. But you can be
Yeah.
depressed without having depression. But during
No.
that
Yep.
time, when I make a video about it, it's something I really want to talk about because boundaries are important. And I'm very determined to sit there and it's like, I'm willing to play games people suggest, but if I don't want to do it, I refuse to do it. That sort of thing.
Exactly. Yeah, you get
Yes.
it. Like if you give in to demands,
Mm-hmm.
most of the time whenever I did give in to like demands, I wouldn't get rewarded for it. Alls I would get is more demands. And it's
Yeah.
like for example, there was a viewer who wanted me to play EverQuest. And so it's like, okay, fine, I'll agree to play EverQuest at this time. And it's like, okay, and I want to join you in this EverQuest thing. It's like, I suppose. And so like I did it, and then like the viewer who requested it and like made all these demands didn't even show up. And it's like, really? So it's like, yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not doing that anymore.
Yeah, that's definitely something you have to be careful about because that is the exact reason why I'm very determined from the get go to not do that. You know what I mean? Because, for example, there was a series that I used to do a long time ago, but I stopped doing it because for me it was really exhausting and it would lag a lot. It was a very frustrating game for me to play. I still enjoyed it, but it was very frustrating, and that was a game called Horsehaven. It's an app game where you grow and breed horses. Horses? Yeah, sure, that's exactly what I meant.
Or just yes.
You grow and you breed horses and you can race them and stuff. But the thing is, in order to make progress, especially since I didn't really have a lot of money, so I couldn't just buy a bunch of gems to do it. And I tend to like
Hmm.
doing things. I don't like doing it that way often.
Yeah, I like to
Um,
keep it free unless I really, really like.
yeah, because it feels more satisfying when you can grow from that point. But I would have people for the longest time. Like I
Oh,
made a
I
video
fell.
on it. I oh, did you fall?
Yeah, I'm about to get out of the river.
Yeah, this one's not always the amount of times that actually I'm surprised I made that. Usually I don't. But I for a long time after, even like a year after I stopped making the videos, I would have people commenting, "Where's Horsehaven? Where's Horsehaven? Can I have more
Hmm.
Horsehaven?" And luckily, I had some really nice subscribers who had watched that video, and I have on multiple occasions. I think it was Trinket in particular who would comment the most. I mean, like very politely say, "Oh, she said she can't do it because it's really laggy and time consuming, and it's a little difficult for her." And but it's that kind of thing where you state your reasons, and sometimes people just don't understand. And a lot of it, they're kids. My audience, I
Hmm.
think, is mostly younger. And if you guys aren't, then okay, I'm surprised because I feel like most of you guys are itty bitty. But stuff like that, that's kind of I just I have no problem with suggestions. I've had people suggest games, and it's like, okay, that sounds kind of cool. Won't make any promises, but I'll look into it. That's about as far as I'm willing to go with most of it.
Yeah, and I definitely agree that younger viewers and subscribers can be a lot less understanding, which
Hmm.
makes like I was very demanding at that age too, and didn't fully understand why my parents couldn't like buy me all the toys I wanted and stuff.
Exactly. Because they're younger. See, the trick with it is, um, I don't know how good I am with kids per se, but I've always really liked. I mean, I've always really liked kids, so I always enjoyed watching them and kind of like babysitting and stuff. But there's always a way
Yeah.
to approach it to kind of get a kid to understand or at least compromise with you.
Hmm.
And while you can be firm, and that's kind of one of my goals with these videos. I want to be. I never want to. I just want to be unapologetically me. You know what I
Absolutely,
mean?
that's the best way to be. And it's one
Yeah.
of the hard things to actually do. So
Yeah, exactly. It can be really difficult.
yeah,
Um,
because oftentimes you feel like you do need to compromise yourself to be a success, possibly, and
uh-huh.
that's the road to misery if there ever was one.
It is one of the most surefire ways to kill your inspiration and your joy for what you do. I know that.
Yeah, and that's ultimately what's most important. If people see someone happy, then I feel like they're more likely to watch and subscribe and do all that.
Yeah, see, that's actually a really good point. Because it's something that I try to tell myself a lot. Because, I mean, I do kind of talk about my problems loosely, but I don't at the same time. It's just working on myself wasn't just for me in a sense, but it was because I believe the best way to help other people, the best way to be a good role model is to be the best you.
Exactly.
So you can't always focus on morphing yourself into these other people's expectations of you. You have to think about what you want to be as a person, think about how you can get to be that better person. And for me, I really hope that as I continue, this is why I plan to do like videos on topics like this, and why it's
Hmm.
really nice to talk about it with other people, other YouTubers and stuff who are in this business, and just friends of mine who may not do stuff like this, because it's really good, I think, to get insight to these different topics in kind of a respectful way. And it's, I guess I just, that's really what it is, doing this. It's kind
Yeah,
of
I think
just,
it's a good idea. I like
yeah.
it.
Yeah. I started rambling there, but it's it's something that's really important to me, because most of my videos are just fun games. No, but I like talking about these things because there's a lot that you can learn. Um, is this just texture? Yeah, okay. For a second I thought it was something I could collect. That's why I ran over there. But
The
there's a
game
lot
is
that,
really pretty. You're right.
yeah. This actually isn't the cave I'm even talking about. This is another one. Um, they're both really, really pretty though. Oh, okay. Fall back into the water spots. That's fine. But let's see. It's kind of hard to describe. I really just think be the best you.
Hmm.
Because it's. Wait, are you? Oh, for a second I thought you're swimming backwards.
Yeah, I noticed I could swim backwards just as fast as I could swim forward, so why not?
Oh, there's a crystal if you want to come back behind this
Oh,
rock.
oh, okay. Then I have to swim forwards. That's no fun.
Aw, you really like swimming backwards?
Yes.
Wow, Spots does not want to swim backwards. He's like, no, I'm turning around. I'm turning this ship right around. I'm not doing this.
I have no idea how it'd be hard to swim backwards, really.
Yeah, unless you're doing like the. Was it? Is it the butter? No, that's not the butterfly stroke, is it? I'm trying to remember.
I guess.
I think.
Or, yeah. The
Is it?
butterfly stroke backwards, that'd be hard to do.
Yeah. um. Also, I think that was the first crystal I ever collected.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, but I get what you mean. I get what you mean with all that stuff. It can be very frustrating trying to remember to set those boundaries and to just. It's something it's something that you definitely worry about, especially as I get bigger, because again, I'm still very itty bitty. I mean, it's amazing where I'm at. I think I'm getting over 1,000 is still very shocking, and I often think about like how many people that actually is. That's 1,000 individual people who decided they liked my content enough to subscribe.
Yeah,
But
yeah, that's 1,000 lives you've influenced in a way.
yeah, oh my gosh, that's kind of crazy. Okay, that's so weird to think about. I mean, actually, that's kind of a good topic. How do you view that kind of stuff? Like, where does your mind go when you kind of realize you have that moment? Just, oh my god, this
Well,
many
certainly,
people.
yeah, it certainly makes you more acutely self-aware of your habits and what you say and things like that. But
Oh
it
yeah.
kind of makes me feel good because growing up, like I was that silent kid, and like I didn't feel like I would. I always kind of felt invisible, and I didn't think I would ever have an influence on anyone's life or do anything really significant. And
Hmm.
yeah, like I feel like I do have a positive impact on people's lives, or at least that's what people tell me. Is I like my voice is calming and that kind of stuff,
You do
and
have a
like,
really good speaking voice. It is
well, thank you.
very,
Yeah.
yeah, it's very nice to listen to. It was enjoyable. I haven't really seen many of your videos, and I hopped on that one stream because I just got
Yeah,
home
I
and I was
appreciate
like,
that.
yeah. Um, it's partly that's actually I did buy that game by the way, the Human Fall flat
Oh,
thing because
awesome.
it looked really enjoyable. It's like okay, I want to give it a try now.
Well, yeah, you're definitely welcome to join us when we do that on the week. More the merrier.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That'd be cool. I probably wouldn't be streaming myself, but I'd be happy to join because oh, it's like a little spring right here. Look at that. How
Yeah.
nice. How nice. But yeah, I mean, it's really interesting when you get comments like that. Actually, that's another good topic. What are the kind of comments that really stand out to you? Is there one in particular that you still remember?
Uh, well, just when people say that I helped them deal with like depression, like I was having a terrible day, and then I watched your videos and feel better, like that really makes me feel good. That like I could like bring someone out of that state, kind of thing. Because I've certainly been there.
Yeah, that those comments definitely mean the world because I think it's another humbling thing too to realize I have this much of an impact and it's something that it's something that you really want to cultivate if you really want to give the best experience possible and it's those kind of comments just really get you.
Absolutely, yeah. Makes me
'Cause-
feel good. Yeah.
yeah, cuz I remember um there was one oh hey, there's a crystal here. There was one comment. I don't know if they still watch my channel. I think I'm trying to remember the specific username. I think I remember. It was like Lilith's Pet Shop Studio, something along those lines. But she put a comment on one of my videos and said that she was in the hospital for a surgery, and she was like this little kid,
Mhm.
and that she had been watching my videos because they made her feel a lot better and a
That's
lot
awesome.
easier. And I feel okay. It's a little okay, unexpected choke up. That's fine. But it's so humbling and bizarre to think that something I created could do that for someone. You know?
Yeah, that you've had a positive impact on the world in a sense.
Yeah, it's just a really cool feeling, and it's something that you yeah, like I said earlier, you want to cultivate. It's really nice to
Mhm.
talk about the positive sides of your pay a lot more attention to those kind of subscribers because they're 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 the reason why you do it in a way. You
Yeah.
know, one of the reasons for me.
And those are the comments that certainly make me feel the most good, like I'm like having
Mhm.
the most effect on the world or whatever. I mean, other comments that make me feel good are like that, I don't know, I thought you were like really funny or you made me laugh. Those, feel
Yes.
good too. A little bit less significant than the depression ones, but like or even to a even lesser extent, like I never knew this game existed and I love it and I only discovered it thanks to you, kind of thing. Like I like that too.
Yeah, those are real sweet ones too.
Hmm.
Oh, those are adorable. I think actually along the lines of the not as like really big ones but that still make you feel good is when people will quote a moment in my video and be like classic B or something like that.
Yeah, that too.
I remember the first time that happened to me was when I was playing Slime Rancher and I just stopped like, hey, that's a really cool rock. I'm gonna take a picture. And then somebody quoted that and it was like, B, 2016, this is what she does. And it was like,
Yep.
because it's one of those like, I made it comments. You know what I mean? I'm an
Yeah, I've had
bear.
a few
I've
like
got a
that.
berry
Oh,
pelt.
yeah.
Look at
You're
me.
looking very, very colorful now.
I'm so pretty. I'm a pretty bear. A pretty bear.
It almost looks like a leaf, like, mark.
Oh my gosh, you're right. Oh, that's so cool. Oh, dude, look at this huge flower.
That's pretty big.
That's a big one right there. Oh, there's a little river leading up to it. Oh, careful of the waterfall, by the way. If you fall off that, you die. Well, you don't die. You just get, like, teleported back. But,
my depth perception was a bit off there. I thought,
Yeah.
like, this river's smaller. I can use this rock and get across. Oh, there's a crystal on the other side of the river that we missed because it was hiding behind
Oh.
pink crystal.
Ooh. The pink puzzle piece?
Puzzle piece, that's what it is, yeah.
Yes, they did add crystals recently, so that's why I was like, wait, really? So actually, do you have any, like, is there anything that you want to talk about relating to your job, or anything that you're curious about, any questions, anything like that?
Kind of drawing a blank at the moment, but not really, I guess. Kind of a boring answer, but
That's okay. Yes. Chirp. Yeah, no chirps for me, just a yawning bear.
oh, I guess I will add that when I did give in to the demands of that one particular viewer or others in the past, like I said, I did a game that I knew wasn't exactly my style, but I gave into the badgering, played it. The person that demanded it didn't show up, and then later came back and had the gall to keep demanding things. It's like that's not happening. And yeah, like I'll give in, or I'll accept demands of my audience, but only if it's a game that I actually feel like playing and they just help me discover it.
Yeah,
yeah,
see, that's
Being true to
the
yourself.
That's the same thing here. Although I don't really have too many people demanding things either. I think they've kind of gotten used to the I'm doing what I want
Yeah.
thing. But I have gotten some suggestions. See, that's exactly the point. I have no problems with suggestions.
Mhm.
None at all. But when people start trying to get fussy and demandy with me, that's when that's where I'm just like, yeah, no, not happening. I will do this in my own time, and I'll do it as I see fit.
Exactly. That's the best way to be.
Mm-hmm. Because yes, this content is for you, but if you start giving in to those, that's one of the most frustrating thing with people like that. They just don't know when to stop.
Yeah, and I do believe
Ugh.
that this viewer was also a younger viewer, like you mentioned. So,
Mm-hmm.
like, I don't blame that person too much, but like, it was my philosophy that was incorrect, and I had to change.
Yeah, with kids, it's really. I try not to get too personally offended if I get a comment that seems like it's, a bit rude. You can usually tell if it's a kid,
Mm-hmm.
but it's what you said makes perfect sense. It's your philosophy as a person. You have to change, and just you have to understand. Learning to set boundaries is probably one of the biggest things that I think anybody who goes into a career like this really has to learn.
Yeah.
Because while you can be thankful and grateful to your subscribers because yes, they can, and it's in a way put you in wherever you are, look at the draw sword of Gelio, but you don't
Yep.
you don't owe them your life.
No, absolutely not. Yeah.
Yeah, you don't owe them that stuff. You don't.
Well, there certainly is gratitude. Yeah, it doesn't equal, giving in to all sorts of ridiculous.
Yeah, gratitude
that's for sure.
doesn't equal servitude. Is that right? Did I say that right?
That makes perfect sense to me.
Yeah. Okay. So we've been getting a lot of runestones.
Yeah, I would say so. Although I don't know how much is a lot compared to like how this game.
I'm not honestly. I don't know. It's been a little bit since I popped in here. It feels like a lot. It feels like we've gotten a lot. I've gotten quite a few skins during this call. Let's see. There we go. My brain blanked. Well, I think we've pretty much talked and like really delved into the YouTube and streamer topic a bit. Got some insight. It was really nice to kind of hear about it from your end because I'm not a streamer. I would like to do streams, but I'm not a streamer, so the way I do things is there are similarities, but there's also differences. Like
That makes sense.
I don't really have to moderate any chats or anything like that because I just don't get a lot. You know what I mean?
I guess one of the biggest differences I've found between being a streamer and recording videos is that, and I still will do video recordings occasionally, that, well, with doing a stream, it requires a lot more preparation. Whereas doing a video, I can record it, and then all the work is afterwards. So it really depends on if I feel like doing all the work before or after the show, kind of thing. I can sit or something.
Gasp!
I can sit. I can
Oh
sit
my
on the
god,
bus
you're so cute. Okay, hang
rather
on.
than just laying down.
Okay, spots back up. A little more. Come on, buddy. Okay, we're gonna sit with our friend. Come on now. Good bear.
It's really difficult to learn how to sit. That was a tricky maneuver. Took many long adventures to figure that one out.
Yeah, it's kind of like training a real dog. You know,
Yes.
like a real animal takes tons and tons of treats. I mean, we did get a bunch of berries and stuff. So, let's talk about some fun things. Oh, fudge, no, the good questions are gone. Okay, actually, I do have a good question. What is your favorite smell?
My favorite smell. That's a good question. Some food related maybe? No. Something I haven't put a lot of thought into really. Floral scents, kind of nice, I guess, but I kind of like the smell of the ocean.
That's a good one. I think the smell of the ocean tends to make you feel peaceful.
Yeah.
Me, at least for me. That's a good choice. Good choice. A plus. A plus. Let's see.
Yeah, I think that's I guess at this point my favorite.
Yeah. Not what I expected actually. I couldn't have really pinned. I haven't heard that one before. Usually, I think one of the most common ones is one of my personal favorites, and that's like the smell of rain.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Depends on when it rains, though. Depending on what it rains on. Usually, I prefer like the smell of dirt right before it rains, or as it's raining, particularly dirt, because otherwise it has this really weird tangy smell to it. It's kind of like, okay, that's unpleasant. Maybe stop that. You know, a little nasty.
I guess also my memory association with the smell of the ocean is like usually I'm on vacation whenever, or my family was on vacation when I was smelling the ocean. So it's always like I was always playing and relaxing and having a good time, and everyone's in a good.
Oh, that makes sense. So for you, it's just associated with good things. A lot of good
Yeah,
memories.
it's a lot of good memories with it, and it's just a nice smell. Yeah.
It is. Let's see, it's been a while since I've actually gone to the beach. I think the last time I went, I didn't even have a swimsuit, so I couldn't properly enjoy it.
Aw.
Yeah, but
Yeah, I love swimming.
it's so much fun. Oh, I do hesitate to swim in the ocean though, because when I was little, I stepped on a fish, and I'm very scared to go back in there because it's like I don't want to step on another fish. I felt it slide out from under me.
Yeah,
like,
that's always a concern. Yeah, like or like stepping on a crab or something that can actually like hurt your foot.
Yes. It freaked me out, especially since you hear about like gosh, what was it? Just rays, you know, with their
Oh yeah.
little
Yep.
stingy barbs, and you're like, oh my gosh, and sea urchins, and you just don't know what's there. Ugh.
It's
Oh.
interesting how there's a couple different names for rays, like skate
Yeah.
or flatfish, as well as I just go with rays.
I usually go with rays too, but it's kind of cool when when something has multiple names. Oh, okay, so kind of related, but kind of not. How do you pronounce pecan or pecan?
Pecan, yeah.
Pecan? Yeah, see, I usually go with pecan too. I remember someone asked me that a while ago, and they're like, wait, how do you say it? Oh, and another thing. Okay, so I told you I have a couple of friends over in the UK, right? They were
I think that's
talking.
pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah, they're really nice people. I've done videos with them too. Um, but I remember I was talking with one and they were listing things that, oh, returning favorite. Aww. Yes, Spots is a favorite of mine, Meadow. Thank you, thank you. But I remember I was talking about, they were listing a bunch of words that they hated when people mispronounced it, and I was just like, so basically you just hate Americans, because that's how we all pronounce this.
A lot of times, yeah.
Because they're just like, oh man, I hate when people say, they don't pronounce the H in herb, right? They don't,
Yep.
when they go like herb instead of herb, herb, like they're supposed
Yeah,
to.
there's a hilarious Eddie Izzard joke. He's a pretty good comedian if you haven't seen his stuff. But was you say herb and we say herb because it's got a bloody H in it.
You know what? You know what? They say things weird too. And you know what? They're
Yeah.
also, I mean, I still can't get over the fact that, okay, you know what? Olives are a common pizza topping over here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, one of the most common, right?
Yeah.
It's not over there. It's,
Huh.
it's like, I remember I asked, it was like, so, what's your favorite topping on pizzas? They're like, this. It's like, oh, well, I really like olives. They're like, olives on a pizza?
Olives are great.
Yeah, thank you, thank you. The amount of people that I have met that dislike olives, I'm still offended by this. I'm still majorly offended by this. I have a coworker who, I asked him, it's like, okay, so how do you feel about olives? And like, I hate them. And it's just, excuse me? So you have the gall to get after me for not knowing your bands, but you sit there and say you hate olives? Go away.
Yeah, I had a kind of a disappointing moment where, like, I remember I was in like first or second grade, and I brought in some pizza that my family had made in my lunchbox, and there was olives on it, and there was a girl sitting next to me or across from me, I forget which, but she said, "Ew, what's that on your pizza?" And it's like, well, they're just olives. They look like insects. You got a bunch of bugs on your pizza. And like everyone else then started reacting, and it was like, oh, come on, you know, it's like, don't make me feel bad about. It made me start to feel like slightly like, should I be disgusted about my own pizza? It's like, no, I like it. Don't be mean.
Aw, that sucks. Okay, see, I don't understand that. Olives are so tasty.
Yeah,
It's
they're
just-
great.
They're great. Okay, I can understand. I can kind of understand one person's reason that because they were like they're savory grapes, and I don't like it when food imitates other food.
Well, that's kind of funny.
Yeah, so I can forgive I can forgive them, but other people I'm just like, excuse me, no.
But
Speaking of
the
which,
one that like very few people will agree with me on is, well, I grew up, my grandmother's Sicilian, and she makes this great Sicilian pizza, but she puts anchovies on it, and I grew up liking anchovies on pizza as well. It's
oh, okay. See, I don't think I've
They're
ever
salty.
I don't think I've ever actually had anchovies.
Well, it's kind of an acquired taste, so you might not. I mean, it's
I,
it's not always. You have to adapt to it at first, but like if you don't think about the fact that you're eating like really small fish and they've got like really tiny bones in the little slices of fish, then
mhm.
you know it tastes great as long as you're not overthinking about it. But otherwise, people just react to like the look and smell of the thing.
See, I mean, it would be really hard for me to not. Oh, by the way, you can play in mud puddles and get dirty.
Yeah, I noticed that when we first crossed by this area.
Yeah, it's really fun. But
Yeah, I like it.
okay, see, I don't think I would like anchovies.
Probably not. I don't know.
Probably not. But I think one of the how do you like mint?
Yes. Oh, I like it a lot.
Okay, good. Good, because I have met like 3 or 4 people who absolutely hate it. And one of them is one of my
Well,
closest
I unlocked
friends.
something, and I did it while I was jumping, so it was stuck in midair for a while.
Oh my
No, no.
gosh.
I shouldn't have
Ah,
clicked through the unlocking so quickly. You could have seen me floating.
darn, that would have been so cool. Okay, what's the new emote? This was the last one that I got.
Let's bring up my list. Wait, was it this one? Or,
Winky
or the
Badger. Derpy Badger. Wait, no, Shock Badger? Derpy
What are
Shock
those
Badger?
two? I guess if it's in order, it was the wink. Yeah, I think I just said.
Ah, the wink! The wink. Doo.
Yeah, it's cute.
It's real cute. Oh my goodness. Ah, we're running in cycles. Where I do have to show you that cave, but I'm trying to remember where exactly that is. I think that's in the fall area somewhere.
Going back to Mint, Mint has a very positive association with me because when I grew up on the farm as a kid, one of the things we had a garden, but like I was never really any good at gardening or anything like that. But the mint plants, we had mint plants, and I could always just pick a sprig of mint and eat it, and like they would just mint grows so easily, and so it looks like you're halfway in the ground now.
Oh, I just got a new emote.
That's cool. You're
I
like the top part of you is only showing, and that's it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
For me, I look normal. But for you, I'm looking sneaky. Or not really. I don't know. I just wanted to show off the new emote.
Looks like you're swimming in the ground still.
Oh, really? Whoop.
Yep.
Is it better?
No, you hopped out and then you're still back in. That's weird. Oh, now no. Okay.
Is it back to normal?
Now it's back to normal.
Whoa! Ring of stones. That's so cool.
Like a fairy cycle.
Yeah. But yeah, see, I've always really liked mint too. It's, I don't know, it's just one of those flavors. It's really refreshing to me. Super duper refreshing. But I have friends who just, like, again, my really, really close friend Aang, she hates mint. She hates it immensely, and I just don't understand why. It's just like, how can you hate mint but love tomatoes? What?
Well, mint is a strong, overbearing flavor, so like, I guess it doesn't mix well with other flavors, or if you can mix it with other flavors, but it does tend to be like an overriding one. So I can understand it maybe from that perspective, but
Yeah.
oh, and I cut myself off earlier. That like to grow mint, it grows really easily, and you just have to find a place where it'll grow, plant it, and then it'll do the rest. It's not like you have to like fertilize it or anything. And then mint plants will grow, like they'll grow new plants from their roots. So it'll just keep like duplicating itself rather than like I'm not sure if they spread through seeds, but like so then like you'll get another mint plant next to the first one you grew, and another one and another one. And then you can just take one of those mint plants and transplant it somewhere else, and then you'll have another patch of mint. So when I was young, I would just like find places to transplant mint, and so I would just like grow lots of mint around the farm and find places where it would just grow naturally, and that was like a lot of fun to me.
I mean, like, that does sound like fun. Out of all the flavorings, it's like, yeah, I would want mint. I would want mint around. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So
I liked how easy it was. It was like I'm farming, I'm growing things, but it's like it was like so low effort. It just was like it was more like a hide and seek thing of like just finding the right spots and or whatever, a search.
That's really cool.
But yeah, I ended up growing more mint than I could ever use, but that wasn't, I guess, the primary. It was just fun growing it, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, hey, and then your farm probably smelled a little nicer, maybe.
And we ended up selling the farm eventually, but I hope whoever got it afterwards appreciated the mint that was
all over the place. I hope so
Yeah.
too, because I know I would. So actually, since we're kind of talking about other stuff, what game do you like playing with other people the most? Like, what has been the most enjoyable multiplayer game for you, would you say? I mean, for me, it would definitely be Minecraft, because it's really hard to... I enjoy playing that game, I really love that game, and I can play it on my own if I'm on a server and I'm building up something. It's a lot easier to play it if I know there are other people to play it with, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Another good question. I guess my snap answer would probably be, I guess, Don't Starve, because that has been a lot of fun. Don't Starve.
That's a really good one. I'm not as familiar with the gameplay of Don't Starve, so I always feel like other people would have to carry me, because it's like, yeah, I have no idea.
Yeah, well, kind of like Minecraft, it's a bit more difficult till you get to know the recipes, except for that death is looming much more much more frequently or much more immediately. Oh, that's it's kind of like Minecraft where you need to learn all the recipes, except
Mhm.
for there's more pressure because death is constantly looming. Oh,
Yeah, that's true. Don't starve is definitely a. Oh, whoops. Totally. Okay, okay. Spots? You can do this. Spots? Spots. There we go. Thank you. Goodness gracious. He's like, no, I don't think I can do this actually. I think we're getting to the area that we need to be. Oh my gosh. Yes. Yes. I have to end this episode in us going to this. It's
yes,
just, it's
it is
necessary.
essential.
It is essential. It is essential to this episode for you to see this cave because it is the most beautiful thing on the entire planet and it is totally necessary. I remember when I was playing this with Lynx actually, there was a big group that we were with and there was this mama Lynx that kept following us around and she was getting so annoyed because we were just constantly doing this. We want to go in the cave. We want to go in the cave. And she was like, no.
No.
Stop.
Okay.
And
That's
it was...
really...
It was really funny because with that one we mostly just fooled around. We just had a lot of like random. It was just really funny because this mama lynx was following after us and we were being totally disobedient children. It was like, nah, we're not gonna listen to you.
Yeah.
Oh, you can run through these by the way. Boop.
Whee.
Yeah, they're fun.
So one of the fun things about fall is just making a pile of leaves and jumping in it.
I haven't done that too often. I remember the last time I did was, okay, so I mentioned that I used to do LARP, right?
Mm-hmm.
So when we were at this park, we built this huge leaf pile. All of us did. And then I just launched myself in it. We were taking turns and it was really fun. But also it was like
is.
all the bugs though. Whew.
Yeah, it's not a clean thing, obviously. You have to wash
No.
yourself off afterwards.
Mm-hmm. Yes, we're close. Yes.
But really fun things seldom are clean, I suppose.
That's true. That's so true. Because, I mean, it's a lot of fun, but... Oh my goodness, the amount of bugs, though. And the twigs that get in your hair. Oh, okay. So, speaking of fun things that really aren't clean, like, have you ever rolled down a grass hill? Just straight up rolled down it?
Yeah, that's a fun thing to do.
Yes!
But at the same time, like, you can get little chiggers or whatever they call them, like... Or some people call them no-see-ums, or just, like, you get all itchy if you have exposed skin when you...
Yeah,
Sometimes,
I remember...
at least.
Yes, that happened to me. That was actually because of that. It was the first time I had to. That was the cause of me taking my first ever pill for anything because I had to take an allergy pill. It was like, okay,
That sounds intense.
Yeah. I'm actually.
Yeah, I got a thing, but
Oh.
I don't. You know, I'm near the edge of the cliff.
I'm climbing up. I'm
Yeah.
climbing up.
I'm using my badger sense, as it were.
Oh. I see you.
Oh, you see me?
Whoop. Do you see the?
Jumping
Hello.
up and down.
Hello.
Oh, there you are. Okay, I see you now.
Yes. Down this way. Down this way. But yeah. Oh.
Oh, wait. I can't. Is it because you have some mud on you? No, I don't know. No, I don't know what it is. But like, whenever I middle click, you're not showing up as white, but your footprints still are.
Oh,
Whereas before
really?
you were like glowing white.
Oh my gosh. I wonder if that's something they added, like the mud actually covers it up. Holy flippers. Might and delight. Good job. Up in your game. Good job. Oh, that's a giant. We can actually, I think we can collect this mushroom right here.
Or on top of this thing. I don't see it, but oh, I see that.
Boop. Yes. Did you get it?
Trouble climbing. I'm doing it.
You got it.
Got it. Yay!
Yeah. Whoops. There you go. That's fun too. You find a lot of those really big mushrooms in this forest.
What am I unlocking? Oh, okay.
Oh, you're
Close.
unlocking a thing.
New.
I'm coming back. Oh, that's a cute one. Oh, I think, where's mine? I think this was my
Tired
bear's.
badger. No tongue.
No, my bear cub doesn't get to have the cute little meh. I think is that a mushroom? I know that the cave is around here somewhere. We have to go by the mountain. I don't think it's up. Yeah, it's not up. It's somewhere down here. But let's see. Actually, that's a good question. What is your favorite season?
Let's see. It's probably spring, I would say, because it's like there's lots of flowers and new life and all that stuff, and you get to look forward to summer. And you're usually tired of winter by that point, I guess. So yeah, spring. There's a lot to look forward to, and a lot of beautiful nature.
Oh, just a den. I might have missed it. It's okay. We can go back, maybe. Okay, that's See, I actually I've only recently started getting a new appreciation for spring. I used to really hate it. Spring and summer with a very big passion. I despised it.
That makes sense.
I was very much a fall person, fall and winter. But lately I've been really enjoying it a lot more. It's kind of, is this just another den or is this a cave? This might be it, maybe.
Yeah, I guess I've never been good with the cold. I'm better at taking the heat than the cold, I guess, too.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
That's why I kind of like summer.
Trying to think.
Meadow burrito.
Wait, why does that sound familiar? What's that from?
No idea. I just kind of do a nerdy voice.
Oh, okay.
Meadow burrito. I mean, Meadow burrito's been around for a while. But like, I don't know. I always associate the word Nito with like a nerdy kind of guy.
Okay, yeah, we have to turn
I
around.
remember there was a character in the game Day of the Tentacle who was kind of like a nerd who would say "neat" all the time. Neato, neat. So I guess I'm thinking of that character, if anything.
That makes sense. Okay, do I have to go to the other mountain? Do I have to go around? Ah, huff, 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 huff. Okay. Let's see. So, running back this way. Thank you for bearing with me. Hey, hey.
Yep, a pun.
Oh, unintentional puns. Sometimes those are the absolute best. Thank you for bearing with me. I'm sorry. I know you already recognized it, but I'm really happy with that. See, that's a fun moment too when you get comments and people point out a pun and it's like, I see what you did there, and I'm like, yes, I totally meant to do that.
Yes, unintentionally.
And yeah, you just awkwardly take credit, like, yeah, I'm that clever in real life. You behind me?
I accidentally clicked off the screen for a moment and lost. Like, I've got a double monitor system, so I lost I lost you and the game for a second, but I'm back.
Okay.
Let's see if I can track you. I might have to badger you about it where you are. Terrible. Oh, there's puffballs. Oh, these are cool.
That was a good one.
Thanks.
Okay, let's see. Puffballs. Yeah, those are fun. I really like popping those.
You were next to me?
Huh? I see you.
Oh, you see me. Okay. Keep using the Spidey sense, but like, I think you're still covered in mud.
Spidey sense. Yes, I am still covered in mud. Come on.
This episode will just never end.
It'll never end. This is
the show
episode. Yes.
This goes on and on, my friend.
Yes, perfect, perfect. We were thinking the same thing. I think you could guess the second I went, ah!
Exactly.
Oh, man. Oh, speaking of which, do you ever have moments when you're playing with other people and you accidentally jinx, like, really perfectly and it's kind of creepy?
Not that often, actually, but it does happen.
Okay, because in the latest Minecraft episode that I uploaded with everyone in it, not the bonus one where it was just me, but in that one, Jay and I at the same time, in the same tone, said, yeah, that is a lot of buckets, at the same exact time. And it was so freaky, because it was just like, wait, what? I remember listening to it back and pointing it out and be like, hey, this is kind of weird.
I got new skin.
New skin? Oh, it looks like patches. Oh, it's like a cross.
Diamonds and crosses.
Yeah, oh, that's cool. And there's another little thingamajig over here. But I was kind of curious because it's something my sisters and I do a lot. A lot of time we'll even think the same things, and before the other person says it, we're just like, "That's what you're thinking of." It's like, yeah. Like it happens so much with us and our friend group. We started saying psychic. Like whenever that happened, we'd just be like, "Okay, psychic."
Gotcha. Yeah, I mean that does happen whenever I'm with people who are similar personality-wise to me, but actually a lot of my friends happen to be like a bit different in their personalities. Like my brother and like Amadeus tend to be like slightly more passive, whereas I'm more like a bit more open or aggressive or things like that. And it was like kind of like where the opposites kind of fit well together because our strengths and weaknesses kind of
Balance each other out.
Yeah, balance each other out. I guess that maybe that's the reason why that doesn't happen quite as often with my friends, but it does when I'm with somebody who has a very, very similar personality. But yeah, not. I don't meet a lot of people that are exactly like me. That's very rare.
It's kind of, Well, we have similar. What's fun is that we are very similar. Oh, okay. Goodness gracious, Spots. Goodness gracious. I know. Okay, just come on now, baby. Come on.
You can make it.
There we go. Silly little bear. Silly little dude. But
yeah, I think we're pretty similar so far.
yeah, so far we definitely seem to have similar reactions. I think I tend to exaggerate a little more, perhaps. Like I don't even mean to. Like yesterday with that ghast, it just showed up right in front of my face, and there was all the skeletons, freaking wither skeletons, and I was just going like, oh my gosh,
Yeah, you were freaking out, but it was funny.
I hope so. I always hope those moments are enjoyable to watch.
I was busy with like Link and Turtles, but I wanted to help you out.
That's appreciated. Cause you get that startled reaction, and your immediate response is to just I don't know. I always become like illegible, unintelligible. One of those things. Illegible is for writing. Unintelligible. You cannot understand me. But I would say we're pretty similar. Yeah, I'm in the cave now.
Cool.
Okay, so I should be able to exit and hopefully lead you back, and you'll see a new character.
Exactly where it is now.
Huh?
Because now you know exactly where it is and
Yes.
exactly the way to go, right?
Sure. 100%. No confusion. Not at all. Let's see. Yeah, because you're nowhere near me. I still am. Because if you go to the bottom right, next to the puzzle piece one, if you click on that, that also shows you where other people are.
All right, yeah. Yeah, so I can see like big trees to the north.
Mm-hmm. See, so
I'm seeing a diamond. So wait, is that you? The diamond?
yes, that's
Okay,
me.
so I see where you are, so I can go towards you.
Yeah, we can kind of meet up in the middle, and that way, hopefully, I won't forget where I'm going.
Yeah, and then you can just use that new character. It's probably easier than switching back to your.
Yeah, that's gonna be a lot easier. We'll just stick to my little bunny.
That works. Oh, that's cute.
Yeah, it's a cute little bunny. She runs real fast. She's a speedy little lady.
I'm starting to understand the appeal of this game now.
Yeah, it's just enjoyable. It's one of those. It's just one of those kind of games where there's not a huge purpose to it, but it's just very relaxing. It looks like I'm in a snowy area.
Fun of it.
Okay, I went out a different exit, but let's see. I'm in a snowy area.
And unlocking, there's something kind of fun about unlocking and then playing new animals too, and like the fact that they operate a little bit differently is kind of entertaining.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back through the cave and exit out the other side through the fall area, because that one has a much more significant marker, because it's right behind a tree. That's why I was looking at all those trees and going along the edge. And I was like really offended when I didn't find the tree. Because it was just like, excuse me, you're supposed to be there.
How dare the trees offend you?
How dare the trees offend. It makes me think of the Lorax a little bit.
Speak for the trees, and they say mean things, so I say mean things back to them.
Okay, see, that's a good response too. It's like, I speak to the tree. Yeah, no, that was funny. A plus. Good joke. I feel like sometimes that kind of response that I have though ruins the joke a little bit.
Or even better, I speak for the trees, and you won't believe the things they're saying. They say the darndest things. They have jokes and insults. They're rude.
And then it just, instead of being like, it just continues to spiral downward into, they're actually very mean, and they keep commenting on my big yellow mustache, saying I have really weird bark, and it's like, I'm not a tree, but it still hurts.
Yeah. They treat me differently.
Hey, did you do that on purpose?
Oh, treats? Yeah. No, I didn't. Sure, yeah, of course I did. I mean,
See, one of those
There-
moments where you gotta take credit. Take credit for the accidental pun.
there's stern wooden expressions.
Yes. The stern wooden expression. Oh my gosh, this is so beautiful. I am so biased. Okay. Okay. So I'm in the fall side. Now, are you still headed my way?
Yep.
Okay, yeah, you're fairly close.
Oh, I got one last one. Or they called me a sap. That's what they called. They call people.
Okay, okay. I can't. Oh, oak? Okay.
Yeah,
Ah? Ah?
not bad.
See, not bad. I'm pretty sure that it was unbelievable.
Yep.
And you're just like, okay, yeah, sure. That one can count. Fine, if it makes you feel better. Let's see.
Well, I'm trying to come up with something. Like, I was trying to use root somehow. I didn't quite figure out how to land that one, but that's okay.
It's okay. I think you just need to branch out more with your pun styles, you know?
Then I'll become more rooted. Yeah, I gotta.
Ah,
There you go.
you're welcome. Just gave you that opening. Oh, I see you. You're close. I see you. Wait, I sees you.
I don't see you yet.
Oh,
In
hello.
front.
I'm the zebra buddy.
Oh, there you are. Yay. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Let's
Cool.
see. Yes. Hello.
Hello.
I'm trying to remember how they sit. Ah. I forgot. There was something that sits and makes you look like an old grandpa, like yelling at kids to get off your porch.
Off my lawn.
Get off my lawn, you young whippersnappers.
I'm old and crotchety.
Exactly. Okay. This. Did you follow me?
Oh, that's a cave. No, I missed it, but I'm coming.
Okay.
Yay.
You ready?
Yep.
Oh. I went the wrong way. Yes. Down here. Just look at the walls. And then, okay. I can't even describe it. It's by far my favorite place in Meadow. And every new person that I bring here will see this cave. Every new person. I don't care how long the video is made, but here you go. Yeah. But, alright, you guys, thank you all for watching. I'm gonna go ahead and end the episode here. We gotta be bopping on out of here. Yeah, we'll see you all next time. Goodbye!